All right. Welcome to the training, ladies and gentlemen. So glad you were able to join us tonight. We're really excited about the information we're going to be sharing with you over the next, actually 30 minutes to an hour, whatever it takes. We normally don't go any longer than about 1 hour. But the gentleman that I'm going to be introducing you to is phenomenal. He's an experienced marketer. He's bilingual. He's got contacts all around the world, and he's probably one of the fastest individuals to reach the rank of champion 40 in the program thus far. And so I've been really excited and really looking forward to bringing him on the call to share with everyone. And we were finally able to work it out. In fact, he got off the plane today and he was able to do the call this morning. But before we bring him on, I have to talk about one of the major announcements that was made when we were in Atlanta. And it concerns our new residual bonus, ladies and gentlemen. This is huge. This is huge. This is huge. So first of all, there is a new residual bonus that's paid out every month, $1 per active member in your team, up to 10 generations. And this is paid out on the 5th day of the month. The first payout is going to be September the 5th. But in order to qualify for this, you simply need to be a platinum member, which you want to be anyway. That means you've paid your subscription for the entire year, and you need to have 3 direct active members. So this is huge. This is huge. And let me tell you why. So this, first of all, is going to enable people to get to a position where they are able to generate the income residually every month to pay their subscription. And it's actually very simple. And so I want you to see right here, when you go out and you build this team, you bring in 3 people, you work with them so that they can do the same. And those people work with them so that they can do the same. And you have 33 active subscribers in your team, ladies and gentlemen, as a platinum member who has personally referred 3 active members. With just 33 subscribers in your team, guess what? You earn a residual to pay your subscription every month. And so this should be the second goal. So the first goal, of course, is to bring in 3. The second goal is to work with those 3 so that they can do the same. And the next goal is to get to this point where you have 3 teams of 11 or 33 members, ladies and gentlemen, so that now you got enough income coming in to take care of that subscription. You don't even have to worry about that anymore. So this is huge. And for the big leaders who have large teams, this will be a significant recurring revenue for them every month, paid out on the 1st of the month. So some of us and some of you that are here, you've already got some pretty good sized teams already. Well, this is additional income, and it starts to pay out on the 5th of September. So we're extremely excited about that. If you haven't heard about it, now you know. So what you want to do to qualify for this is upgrade and become a platinum member. You need to do it before September the 5th. And, I wouldn't even wait that long. I try to get it done before the 1st of September so that you can be in position to be qualified to start receiving this residual. So we're very, very excited about that. Okay, so let's continue on. So again, I'd like to welcome all of you to our Champion Success Training. This is one of the benefits of your subscription. Every Monday, this is held twice a Monday, 1 p.m., then again at 8 p.m. And we've got all types of training: mindset training, entrepreneur training, team building training, business training, all of that, all included when you pay that subscription of just $1.10 a day. The value is completely well above the cost. But tonight, one of the things that makes our community so great is the quality of leaders that we have got. And when we come together and we leverage and mastermind, share ideas with one another, we all get better, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why I'm so excited to have this gentleman on the call. So tonight, we're going to have some advanced team building training. You've got to listen very carefully. You need to pull out your pen and a piece of paper. You're going to want to absolutely jot down notes. You got to listen between the lines, and so that you can get the spirit of what this gentleman is doing, so you can emulate that and duplicate that yourself. He's going to talk about how he's building a global community, ladies and gentlemen. We're very excited about our speaker, and I call him Desiree. And I got to get him to tell us exactly how he prefers to be called, because he says it doesn't matter to him, but most people it matters. But in any event, let me go ahead and make you co-host, sir. And then we're going to go ahead and get into this training. So again, I'd like to welcome everyone. So of course, this is not a presentation. This is a training, ladies and gentlemen, that we hold every week. And it's primarily for team members, but it's open to anyone who wants to attend. And do me a favor, Desiree, go ahead and raise your hand, and so I can find you there. All right. All right, I'm looking for you. All right, I think we lost him. He dropped off for a minute. All right, just give him a second to get back on with us. Oh, there he is. I see you. All right. One second. I see you right there. And now I just need to find you in the menu over here. All right. Okay, I see you. You're under a different name, but that's okay. There you are. I see you, sir. Very good. Very good. All right. You should be able to unmute yourself, sir. And I see your camera's on. Okay, you changed the name. All right, hold on. Let me go back. And I'm going to edit all this out of the recording.
I'm unmuted.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. Welcome to the call. And there you are. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored. I have to tell you that I heard about Desiree a couple of months ago, and I knew he was in the Washington, D.C. area. So I went out of my way to drive 2 hours to be able to meet him, because I heard about the information that he was sharing and he was teaching. And he was actually very open with it, because he was actually sharing the information with people who weren't even on his team. And I was pleasantly surprised with the information that I learned from him, and I've been implementing it. And so I was really excited about having him to come and share with everyone. And so with that being said, I'd like to welcome you to the call, sir. How are you feeling this evening?
Oh, Mark, I'm better than yesterday. I'm better than most people on this earth. I'm blessed and highly favored, and more than I deserve it. Yesterday I was coughing, but today I'm very, very fine. Thank you so much, Mark. It's a pleasure being here.
Yes, so first of all, I want to congratulate you for achieving Champion 40. And sir, how long did that take you, by the way, may I ask?
I started, Mark, I just want to say hello to all the partners here who are connected around the globe. And please, if you have someone in your team who actually just subscribe, please bring them in here, because this community is, we just want to win. And we all going to win. So we don't want to leave anybody behind, because everything that we're going to share is going to be very important to build this community and to build a company that we all say yes for. Mark, I started on May 9th.
May 9th.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome. I started on May 9th. And basically, normally it took me 4 weeks to qualify for the call, but they couldn't see certain numbers and all that, so they actually said it in 6 weeks, but it was fine. I was not rushing about anything. It was just like, okay, we're just gonna let it flow. And started in a way that, okay, I saw this, I say, okay, I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna let my numbers speak for themselves before even they know who is this guy, basically. But
so let me ask you. So can you tell us a little bit about your experience before you joined MyCarClub?
Mark, I just grew up like most of the people here on this call. I'm originally from Cameroon, West Africa. I just turned 55 on Friday, last Friday.
Congratulations. Happy
Yeah,
birthday.
thank you. I have 5 kids and 3 grandkids. And I grew up in Cameroon, and then with father and mother, second born of the family, only boy for many years. And he was just talking about my name. So I asked my dad, why did you call me Desiree? Because people call me Desire, Des. I said, call me the way you feel comfortable. And you said Desiree, they say, where is she? No, it's a he. It's one E. So my dad said, hey, I wanted to boy because you have an older sister. So you came, our desire was fulfilled. So I asked him, why do you call me Solomon? He said, I wanted my boy to be wise. And that's why I gave you the name of the wisest man that ever existed in the Bible, Solomon. But that part, I don't know about that part, Mark, because I do a lot of I don't see that. That's too good. Well, basically, Mark, I grew up in Cameroon and I wanted to play soccer. I was good at it, but it was just at the time where our parent was like, you got to go to school, have the highest diploma, and go find a job. And the day I told my dad that I want to be a soccer player, it just became like somebody have passed away. So it was always a constant fight. And finally, I managed to play just without his blessing. And came in the US, and I went to my first network marketing company when I was still in college back home. When I saw all those guys dressed up in a room, I said, man, I want to be part of this thing. And that's how I got started in network marketing, basically. I came to the US and get into Quickstar, Amway, and sold insurances with Primerica, 5 Links, and with the same company for the past 14 years, Talk Fusion and so forth, basically. And stay with the same CEO for the past 14 years. Yeah, great experience. Yes, Mark.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So you've got experience in the program, and you were with your current company for 14 years. Why did you join MyCarClub?
That's a great question, Mark. November 22nd, 2022. You can see this paper here. I just took it out of my wallet. I've written down that I want to help 100 people make $100,000 a month. I just wrote it down, and every night I'll play with it. I wrote my self-confidence statement. Every day I repeat that 3, 4, 5, 10 times a day. And I have $100,000 bill. I have $100,000 bill here. So every day I play with it. It's in my wallet. So every time I open my wallet, it's in there. And I was not seeing how it's going to happen with my former company. So I just say, I'm going to take 21 days off for praying and fasting. I start praying and praying and fasting. And on the 21st day, when I went in the office, opened my computer, and I saw a message coming from somebody that's a friend of mine, but which is in everything and anything. And I don't like him that much, but he sent you everything. And the first thing that I opened, it was just my car club video. And I watched that video, and my body just, you can feel when you have something coming at you, basically. I just had that feeling the whole body was lit. I said, wow, this is it. And I just went and signed up without even calling him immediately, because I said, this is it. So for me, that's how I got started in my car club, because I saw something that immediately, for me, pops in my eyes that this program is it. And that was it. I didn't even go into trying to do the researches and also say, if this program is what it is, and a few days after, that's where they had the launch. And I watched all the videos. I watched all the videos, and I rewatched those videos to make sure that what I was hearing, it was just what I saw. And when you was in Dubai at the event, I watched that event, I recorded it, it was on my hard drive on my computer before actually you guys posted it on YouTube. And that's how I got started.
Wow. So you were introduced to the program by an email that someone sent you with a video in it. It was that simple.
Yeah, he sent me the message on email and he also sent it on WhatsApp.
On WhatsApp.
Yeah, those information, it was just that simple. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Okay, that's good to know. All right. So now when you look at MyCarClub, what do you see and what excites you about it? What do you see about it that can help other people?
I always wanted and looking for a company that could help people, because the biggest part of the world is third world countries. It's third world. You go from when we live all these parts here in Northern America, and you go to certain places in Central Europe, the rest of the world is third world countries. Mm. So basically, when we get into our programs and we have those auto ship, $150 for auto ship, $200, that's basically the salary of many people. You go and go from Africa to Guatemala to the Philippines, it's almost the same thing. So they cannot afford it, even though we can build a business there, but it's really, really hard to be able to say, okay, I can go into this place around the world and change someone's life and change many lives. So when I saw this, MyCarClub, I said, $33 a month, the second largest expense and the sexy product and a solution. Mark, I learned in leadership that if you're bringing a solution to a problem, there's no way you cannot be wealthy. No way you cannot be wealthy. It doesn't matter where you are. Once you're bringing a solution, you will build wealth and you're going to help a lot of people to be wealthy. So for me, it was just a solution. And when I started listening to your webinar, saying it's the second largest expense of any family anywhere in the world after the house, I said, okay, we got it. $33 a month, everybody can do this.
Wow, wow. Now, when you began to share this with people, what is your main approach, and what do you think is the most important characteristic that a person needs to have in order to be successful with MyCarClub?
You know, the approach is very, very, very important. Mm-hmm. And most of the network marketers, professional, they're going to come. When they start hearing us making $100,000, $200,000 a month, $500,000 a month, they will flow in. But now they're looking at it in a different way, as a product, like we used to a product, a service, or whatever, an investment. So for them, they're looking at it differently. Me, I'm looking at it as a way to go out there and bring a solution to a big problem to people around the world, to the largest part of the population worldwide. It doesn't matter whether they're in Peru or they're in Panama or in South Africa or in Nigeria, they all have the same exact problem, is poverty. And people are looking for that way that they have been abused by programs where they say, okay, you can bring 155,000, 2,000, and they invest all the money that they have. Here is $143.33 a month. So basically my approach is bringing a solution to you. I'm not going to recruit people like we do. Normally we go out there, we said we got to recruit people. No. I'm bringing you a solution to take the second largest expense of your household and bring you even more money than you have ever imagined that you can have. And you don't have to be a network marketer to do this. It's family helping family, people helping people. So it's a different approach that we going out there and trying to sell, and we going out there and trying to share something that can help people.
Now, when, I spoke with you earlier and I was asking you, what is your strategy moving forward? And you made a very clear statement. You said strategy only makes up 10%.
Yeah.
What makes up the rest?
90 to 99% of success it's emotional, it's spiritual. And 1 to 10% is tactics and method and every other detail that people, how do you do this? How do you do this? It's not about the how. It's about the why do you want to do my car club? And the why for me is so big because I always wanted to help millions of people make a huge difference worldwide. So the why here is about why do you sign up here? Because my why is so clear, basically. So when I come in contact, we interview people, Mark. Why do you come into my car club? Why did you sit there 30 minutes and watch the video? Why are you here? So we can have your questions answered. So we trying to know exactly why the people are here. And most people, we notice, Mark, don't even know what they're looking for. So when we start pulling those things away from their mind, and now they're talking about, oh, I want a new house, I want a new car, my car club is going to take all that. I want to be free. And we start telling them that freedom is a number, financial freedom is a number. And now we can show them how they can get that number and where they can go on vacation, either giving back to their charities or to their cause out there. Now they start seeing that it's possible. Now they can see that my car club is that vehicle that can take them to their dreams. So that's what we spend, where we spend most of our time, finding out the why, building that belief, and helping people to see that, okay, now I see this can make my dreams come true. With this, I can achieve what I ever always counted, but it was on the back of my mind, but I couldn't figure out how to make this happen. And that's the most important. And this is where most people don't spend time, Mark. You know, to sit down, to write it down, to see it, to touch it, to create that emotion that they can actually get them to believe and get to that point where when they start thinking about it, they can cry, because now when it becomes so big and clear, now the how becomes easier. So everybody's willing to follow, to pay the price.
Now, when you go through your steps, so your first step is the why, and it all starts off with the attitude, the motivation, the right spirit in moving forward.
The mindset, because there's only two things for success: where you are and what you want. That's step number one. We want to know where people are coming from. How did they get here? How much experience they have in this industry, or they have no experience. And most of the time, if they have no experience, we're happy because they're not, they don't have bad habits. Because people who have been in this industry for a long period of time, they have built some wrong habit that when they see something this simple, this trivial, this common sense, like we said, common sense is not too common. This is just ABC common sense. But so now people, because they have built some habit, they don't understand the common sense of our business, and they try to complicate it. So basically, when we get those people into the why, now it is simple for them to actually follow the rest. Now we help them to define it, to make it so clear that now they see that, oh my God, now I have defined what I want. And now the second thing is just put yourself in position, in action on getting what you want. And that's where we move into the 1 to 10%, which is actually a repetition of steps.
And so you mentioned also that, so when you go to that next part, you want them to become good inviters.
That's the most part, Mark. You know, if you got to start somewhere, and that's the starting point, because if you cannot invite, the rest doesn't matter. And so we work mostly on the invitation, because they don't have to know how to do the presentation. Mark is going to do it for you. Mark already did it and recorded the presentation that you can play anytime, all the time, at any hour. So we're leveraging your presentation and we're leveraging you on the three-way call. Hey, Mark, can you please do a three-way call for me? We bring it. So basically, the most important step where we focus in is being a good inviter, being a professional inviter. And to be professional, whatever, it's just practice. So we practice, we practice, we practice, and we help people to practice the invitation. And we wrote a simple invitation down that actually people can repeat it, because repetition starts the skills. It doesn't actually make you perfect, but it make that permanent. So now they can repeat it anytime, all the time. And because they repeated it, now they can become confident, because now they can say it anytime, all the time. And we say, hey, don't attach yourself to the result. Just go through the process. Because the law says, if you seek, you shall find. So it's not a big deal. Just keep going through, send that invitation out there. But at the beginning, because they already have that good attitude, Mark, it is easier. Because now they're not afraid about anything anymore. They know that I saw the way I can make this dream come true. I find a way that I can get that house, that I can get that, my car club going to provide that car. I found a way that I can go on those vacations that I've never taken. I find a way that I can give back to my church. I find a way that I can travel now because I find a program. And I find some people who said they're going to take me through it. And now we start putting dates in everything so they can have that pure pressure. Now those dreams can become now something that they can have as objective. Not only dreams, because now they have goals, because there's data on it. And this is why you can see people in our team achieving cars, and you're going to start seeing them achieving cars in less than 4 weeks. Because now we're teaching people that how you can come in, duplicate within 12 days to 4 weeks, achieving the car, just because of the speed and duplication. Because without duplication, team, we have no long-term success. And we being here at the beginning of MyCarClub, if we want to build this and see the income that we saw here and earn that income, we got to put people in a system where they can actually build independently of where they live in the world, the language they speak, their age, their background, the experience. So basically, as the coach said earlier this afternoon, it's just basics. Just
now, you talked also about simplicity. How important is simplicity in this process?
Simplicity duplicate, Mark. I'm a simple guy. I'm a simple guy. When you give me something that complicated, my head turns white faster. So I'm a very simple guy. So I love simplicity because everybody can duplicate what is simple. And when it's simple, you don't worry that much because grammar can do it. Whether you are anywhere in the world, you can have success because of simplicity. So we keep it simple.
Now, you talked about those first 3 referrals. Where are those people most likely to come from, those first 3 referrals?
Network marketing have changed over the years because of attraction marketing and so forth, Mark. But the basics stay the basics. This is called relationship marketing. So you build with people you know, love, and trust. Stranger danger. A friend will never leave you. That's how it is. It doesn't matter whatever went on between you, never going to leave you. But when people don't know you, you might sign them up, but they're going to leave anytime because you don't have that strong connection with them. So those first 3 comes in with people you know, love, and trust, basically, because they trust you, they know you. So if you say something, they will believe it. You don't have to convince them. And they will stay with you. And when you look at the net, the way the net is built, it's just not off connection. So you got to have a connection with those people that you're building your team with. The first person that I signed up, no, I didn't even sign him up. The first person who signed up with me is Mr. Noru, the last person to achieve the car. It's my friend. When I saw that, I forwarded to him. I said, hey, buddy, you gotta look at this. He called me and said, hey, check your back office. I said, you don't want me to answer some questions. Say, hey, I trust you. I paid $2,000 for my 2 cars. This $33, it makes sense to me. I don't have to think. So friends will do what friends do. So let's focus on what actually this industry is about, helping people. And I learned this, Mark, that was in high school. I was not that good in mathematics, but I know that a friend of my friend is my friend. So basically, if you know 100 people, and I know 100 people now, together we have 10,000 people that we know, because it's just that many people, and that person knows 100 people, that's 1 million people. We have a lot of work to touch all those people. So we start with people we know, love, and trust, and with speed, because speed killed the doubt, speed killed poverty, and speed killed excuses.
Mm.
So we speed. When we get into the team, you got 3 days to find your tree. So it's just about speed. How fast you want to get that fast start? Because when you build with speed, now you start the story.
Absolutely.
And that story is what's going to be told. We use your story. Mark, how many times you came on our presentation and told your story? We brought you in, you told the story. Before we start having a story, we still were using your story. And you came in, you said yourself, we just refer that, and now we start building our own story based on your story, and now other people are using our story to build their own stories, basically. But we build on speed, story, and that $275 speed bonus is the kicker of our game.
Mm.
Because $275 for those who are listening around the world, for us in Africa, it's a lot of money. In the US also, it's a lot of money. But even though people look at it like it doesn't sound like, in 2009 here, 2009, a lot of people lost their home because they needed $345. So $275, we said, if Rian is giving us that money, no one should give it back to him. We got to put it in our pocket. So whatever we got to do to get people on that speed bonus, we fight so they can get that speed bonus. We don't let anybody in the team miss the speed bonus.
Mm-hmm. Now it's interesting. You showed us a list of earlier with some numbers on it that start with 3. And so I don't know if you're able to pull that list out right now. It might not be around, but yeah, you were showing us. Go ahead and talk about that. Talk about that list for a moment.
You know, basically, Mark, we have the system. So once we work on the 90 to 99%, now the belief is there. Because as I was saying this afternoon, we're energy. The first thing here is about believing. If you believe this, and that belief get into your heart, the business is done. Because that energy is going to flow from you to other people. It's not about other people, it's about us. It's about us sharing this with love. It's about us sharing this with all the energy, with all our belief. If you doubt, that 0.0.1% doubt will knock you off course. So when I'm going to share with somebody, I know that it's going to come into business. I know that when I go on a 3-way call, I know that it's going to sign up. So basically, it's about believing. And when that belief get in here, this is where the life is coming from, in the heart. And there's only one person that checked the heart. He's up there. That's God. That's it. So even the devil cannot take this away from me. Because the belief is in here. And I remember when I met you, Mark, I said, I only have one question to ask these guys. What is their exit strategy? Because if they have no exit strategy, I'm going to build this like I've never built something in this industry. Why? Because we have a way here to change people's life. So when we transfer that belief to other people, now people can follow the steps. And those steps are just so simple. Invite, get on a presentation or send out the video and put on a three-way call. Invite, get on a presentation or send out the video and call Carlos to do the three-way call. Invite, get on a presentation or call Mark, he can do the three-way call for you. Invite, get on a presentation, I have my buddy Eugene here, get Eugene on the call and we step back and he take over this. This is the only thing that we do. So once we get people into that, now people start seeing that working. And these are still the basics of relationship marketing that we learn from past time. The numbers show us that if actually someone just do 3, as the compensation plan is saying, and you just come in, you do your 3 the first month, and you help those 3 to go out there, you help them. Don't just sponsor them and leave them to try to figure this out. Hold their hand, walk with them, follow those 4 steps with them. Second month, they should have, your team is going to go to 9. Third month, you're 27, you're qualified for the car. Basically. So now people start getting that and they hold on into that to follow. We know the world is not perfect, but if people just follow that, and now we can push their belief even further by just saying, okay, just imagine what's going to happen here by month 13. 1.59 million people in your team. And I just want to say this to anyone on this call, Mark. There's no way that MyCarClub, from these 90 people on this call now, that these 90 people will not become multi-millionaire in this company. We don't make any income claim. It's just also, we know the compensation plan. But human beings are all liars. But these numbers, they don't lie. So in our team, we don't go out there looking for leaders. We go out there looking for people who can follow 4 steps. That's it.
Wow.
Because you cannot beat this. You cannot beat these numbers. We're just looking for people who can be coachable and teachable and follow 4 steps. That's it. Because knowing the compensation plan, now we actually shifted from 100 people making $100,000 a month to 10,000 people making $100,000 a month, because we know it's going to happen like this.
Wow.
And I think that now we start seeing that developing, and it is really kicking now, because people can come in, they make their money immediately, and the work that you did, Carlos, and now we have Rehan, we have Ken, Paul. Now they actually delay down all the doubt that people had, that now people can see it, and now people start moving. We're just at the beginning. But for anyone who's listening, I just want to say this, please, we are the foundation of MyCarClub. And for any house, if the foundation is not built correctly, the building will not stand. So if we want to build this to a point where we're going to be free, when I say free, it means that you're sleeping and making money. We got to, number 1, build it right. Number 2, build it with a system that actually have been tested and proven. And those are just the basics. And I can bet you this year, 90 people, I'm seeing 90 millionaires here a month, not a year, a month. We know how the compensation plan works. Because just imagine, Mark, with 0.001%, that's 159 people who are making $10,000 a month. Times 5,000, that's $750,000 a month. What about if you build this and you have 50% failure? That's $375,000 a month. What about if you have 75% failure? What about if you only have 5% success. What about if you only have 1% success? Can $75,000 a month make a difference in your family? Yeah. So this is why, Mark, I'm excited here for the team. And you said something earlier, Mark. I'm not here to hide what I know, because you never hidden anything from what you know. No, Carlos. Carlos didn't know me. I call and say, Carlos, you got to come on my presentation. You got to share a testimony. You own the car. This guy wants to see you that you're real. And I did that with you. I said, this guy wants to see that you're real, not just a video. And you came in, you got people fired up. And Carlos did, and he keep coming and keep coming. So for me, whatever I know that can help all of us here to make the best of what we have, I will give, I will help, because I know we are in the same company. We're the foundation of this company. And if we want this company to succeed, it's going to be based on what we will do now, on building this foundation so everybody can come in, just plug in and explode by just following simplicity. Yes, Mark.
That was awesome. That was awesome. This is what I would like to do, ladies and gentlemen. I want to give you an opportunity to ask Desiree a few questions. And the first person I want to give an opportunity to talk is Miss Shelley. And Miss Shelley, I see you right there with the cowboy hat. We met down in Atlanta, didn't we? I want to give you an opportunity to comment on what you've heard tonight. And I can see you responding to everything. And I want to give you an opportunity. Let me just go ahead and I'm going to unmute you. And if you would, just let us know where you're calling in from. Welcome to the call.
Thank you so much, Mark. Thank you. It's a pleasure. It was great meeting you, and you are the host with the most.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Desiree, I really enjoyed your presentation, showing who you are and just connecting us all, because that's one thing that we need to see, the realness that we are all people, we're all human, and we all have just about the same desires, okay? Pun intended with your name. So I really appreciate you pouring out your all. And, as always, I come on these meetings to grow and to put into me what you already have, so that I can also do the same for myself and others that will be coming behind me.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that, Shelley. And I love your hat, by the way. You got to tell me where you bought that from.
Well, I'm country, but from another country.
All right now. Thank you so much. All right, let's go to, let's see, Yuri Joe. Let me get you right here. And I will be reaching out to you tomorrow. And it's something that I wanted to get to you. And let me just find you. I think you raised your hand, so you should be up here near the top. There you are. Okay, great. And I think it's Ursi. All right, you're unmuted. And say hello to everyone. And let us know where you're calling in from also. And so Ursi, you are unmuted. There you are. Welcome to the call. How are you?
Thank you very much, Matt. I'm doing very well. I'm here in Athens, Georgia. I am actually from the Virgin Islands, and I came over for the event in Atlanta. And
Yes.
I found myself spending a few more days and maybe weeks and maybe months. Because this business is too good not to do it. And I've listened to Desiree, and this man have me glued to my chair. And he's so calm, so quiet, and just putting the thing as it is. And honestly, I cannot wait to see some things happen. Tell me, I am thinking, maybe I'm wrong to think so, but I'm thinking nowadays, since the COVID, people have a different mindset that you cannot get into. The things people say to you, oh, this is not true. Oh, this cannot happen. And they go so far and say, I don't have $33. I'm saying $33 a month. And they say, no, I don't have it. And I'm wondering, but God, how can we get into these people? Now, I heard Desiree talk about three-way calls. Are you available to do three-way calls? Is Desiree
Yes.
available to do three-way calls? When is the best time to do three-way calls? Because look, I am here to build this My Car Club. In the Virgin Islands, people have gone completely out of mindset. I don't know how to put it, but people are just different than they were before the COVID. And I'm asking, what can I do to get this thing changed? I know it's all about the minds, but how can we get into these minds? Please help me.
All right. Thank you so much. And Desiree, can you respond to that?
Yeah, thank you so much, Mark. You'll see, it was a pleasure meeting you in Atlanta. It started with us, okay? And I said again, it started with us. I said that earlier, we are energy first, we are spirit first before being flesh and blood. So basically, if we're positive, we will attract positive people around us. I'm not saying that negative does not exist, it exists. I want the devil to stay where he is up there. I'm going to resist him. I want the angel to come and work for me. So this is what I'm calling every day. We cannot be dialing the number of poverty and expect to reach prosperity. And this is what we are hearing from us. And we know the power of the tongue is very powerful. Oh, I can't, it's difficult, oh, it's hard, I don't feel well, and so forth. So all these words that we're using affect our mindset. And this is the word that actually bring the vibration that we're in, that we're pushing towards other people. So it starts with us. If you believe, Yuri, when you're talking to someone, that belief will contaminate the person because they're going to feel you first before they hear you. It's about how we believe and share this. If we share this with the love, not the sales, but the love about helping someone to bring $1,500 more additional to what they're earning right now at their job, lifting the second largest expense or that car note that they have that they cannot afford. And we're sharing that with love, people will get it. So we just have to go through our inside and look for the best way possible how we can affect people, not to sell like we always sold other product out there because we want to make a sale. I was in health and wellness. I just have to go out there and sell. Basically, I was technology. I just have to go out there and sell. But this is a way to free people up. So once that energy, you find that place where you can put yourself in a position of other people, Yuri, and for any one of us, that energy will flow in, and the people who that we think that they're negative, now they start being receptive. And the rest becomes simple. So it's us, it's not others. If we doubt, that 1% doubt, that's what those people will get. If we're lying, that lies, that's what people are gonna get. So we don't go out there and oversay. We say it's truthful from what we have, from what we know, from what we have. But first of all, he came down from the mountain. He went on the mountain and they asked him, throw that on the floor. And he threw it, pick it up. I said, what do you have in your hand? I just want to ask to all these 80 people in the room, what do you have in your hands? Do you recognize the power of $33 that we have in our hands with MyCarClub? Because if we recognize that this $33 is powerful, we're not going to play with it. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Ursi. Really appreciate it. Thank you for your question. Lady V, I want to unmute you. Did you have a question for Desiree? And how are you doing, by the way?
Well, I'm blessed, and I'm highly favored, as people most say that, but I am truly, I actually went in the hospital the night of, the Friday night before the Atlanta event, and I just got out yesterday. So I was in the hospital like 8 days. And so I just I just had to say something to Desiree, and thank you so much, first of all, Mark, for just putting on these trainings and just being and actually bringing Desiree forward to be able to express his heart and his why, because his why just, I think I've expressed before that when I first started with this company, my why was a little selfish because of my own needs. And then as I started listening to people, as I spoke with him, as Desiree was speaking of, you listen to people's, the rebuttals of people, their reason why they can't, and the reason why they've been hurt here and all of that. And, and all this, the sad negative stories, are just the stuck stories. And so it changed my why, to why I was doing this business, but now I even just listening to Desiree, just to hear somebody have the same why that I have, and his why is even bigger than mine. I mean, it's like, as I always say, if your why, not even to just make you cry, but if your why isn't bigger than you, it's not big enough, And so he just really just took me to another level. I have to first, get, work on my health, because my lungs were collapsed, and I didn't even know that my right lung was collapsed, and that I was, near to death and didn't even know it, but I was just pushing myself because I knew that I had work to do and that I have work to do. But I've been praying for God to give me a confirmation on what my purpose is, because I know my purpose is bigger than me. And I'm just expressing this because maybe somebody else can feel my heart like I feel Desiree's heart. And I just know we have work to do. And I just know that God has given me a confirmation through this call that this is part of my purpose, is to eradicate poverty among us. It's too many people suffering. I was in the hospital as long as I was because of mostly finances, and so it shouldn't be like that. It really shouldn't be that we have to suffer because it's too much money in the world that we're not tapped into. It's not a scarcity of money. We just don't know how to tap into it. Most of us don't. And I'm gonna get off my, I don't want to prolong this call, but I just want people to know we have an opportunity that can change the world, not just change your life, but we can change some lives. And I just want to, Desiree, please allow me to know when you're doing presentations, because I need to plug into your presentations. And, anytime I can get people, the more people that we have on calls, I know that energy is there. And when people see the real purpose of what we're trying to do and how we can help people, I know that we can take this MyCarClub to a whole nother level. Thank you for allowing me to share, to share my heart. And Mark, just keep doing what you're doing, because you're doing an excellent job. And I really, truly appreciate you.
Thank you, Lady B. And we pray you have a speedy recovery. So glad that you're back out of the hospital, back at home now. And so continue to take care of yourself. We look forward to hearing from you again in the very near future.
Thank you, Mark.
All right. All right, we're going to go ahead. We're going to go to Al. And Al, I have unmuted you. You can unmute yourself. Welcome to the call. If you would, Al, let us know where you're calling in from.
All right, thank you very much. I'm in Las Vegas. Thank you, Mark and Desiree, for putting this on. It's excellent training. Now, Desiree mentioned that they concentrate on doing a good invite. So I'm just curious, and I was hoping he would tell us what he says, what's his invitation. But I guess I don't know if I missed it or. But if he can share that with us. And also you did something in Atlanta, which I wasn't able to go there, but if you could share exactly too, what is it that you did when you went out in public? I mean, talking, because you were saying, hey, we're going to go out in the morning and start inviting people, just straight off the streets. And I'm just wondering, what do you say? What does Desiree say?
All right, thank you. Very good question. Now we'll start with Desiree.
Okay.
You know, thank you so much, Al. I think that you got the first part, because if the first part is right, the rest don't really that matter much. You cannot say the wrong thing to the right person. Once your mindset is right, whatever you say out there, it's not even you speaking. You might think that you what you're saying, but your spirit might say something different.
Yeah.
Because your spirit, you might think that you said this, but the person will hear something completely different. I don't know if I'm too churchy here. When your energy is right, Al, and to the team here, when your energy is right, you might be thinking that it's what you're saying that matters. No, it's not what you're saying that matters the most. It's actually what comes from the inside of you that get into the other person.
Right.
Beside all, we have written down a simple invite. It goes like this. First of all, we don't just send a text. My team know we don't send text out, because the spirit is what you got to feel through the voice, through your energy. There's no energy in your SMS, in your text, your email. There's the energy into it.
Right.
People have to hear you. People have to feel you before they hear you. So that energy comes from the voice. May there be light, and the light came. That energy comes from the voice. So you pick up that phone, and 90% of a successful invitation is just excitement. When you're excited, people get excited around you. Simple.
Right.
And you're talking to who? People you know, love, and trust. They say, man, the last time I met, I saw Mark so excited when he had his daughter. Man, something must be going on with Mark. Why? Because they know you. And you get excited about this $33 deal that's going to change life around the world. People will feel that excitement, and that excitement is what's going to get into them. But as you want the text is this. But I said again, it's not really the power. The power is not in the text. The power is in you, from the voice that comes from you to be sent to other people.
Right.
That have to be the right you mindset and inner reason what you're doing this, coming from inside, going out. But we said this, if I could show you a way to drive a $40,000 car and make some serious residual income for the car, you don't have to pay for insurance, maintenance, or repair. Just one time, $143 and $33 every month thereafter. Will you help at least 3 other people to also take advantage of such a program? And we stop.
Okay.
We are waiting for them to respond. And we know the response. As OC was saying, people are mostly negative, especially now.
Right.
And they know that you'll be in so many network marketing. Oh, what is that new scam again?
Right. Yeah, been there, done that.
And that's where the transition comes in. If I could send you a 20-minute video that will explain everything to you, how fast are you going to watch it? There's too many people I'm inviting. It just happened for you to be the first person on the list. So what I'm putting here is, number 1, urgency. Number 2, the fear of loss. Number 3, posture. And I'm telling them that I want you in my business, but I don't need you.
Right. Okay.
And I know the law. The law says, seek and you shall find. So if it's not you, it's going to be somebody else. Professional sort, amateur convince. So we're not here to convince somebody to drive a $40,000 car or to make it $1,500 to $10,000 more. They're going to come in. We know they're all going to come in masses. But for right now, we want to sort as fast as possible and move faster. And that's not all, Al. I'm still holding my video in my hand. I'm still holding my Zoom link in my hand. I'm not sending you that until you say, yes, I will get on the broadcast, or yes, I will watch the video. If I will invite you to a 8 p.m. Zoom live call, will you get on? I have so many people I'm inviting. It just happened for you to be one of the first that I'm inviting. Number one, people love when we think about them first. Number two, the fear of loss. Number three, posture. Number four, hey, I'm just telling them that I know the law. So now when they say yes, that's where I send them either the Mark recorded presentation, it's only 17 minutes. And when I send that out, we tell them, please make sure that you read the entire video. Your man that you see him presenting there, he does not have much time. Prepare your questions because he's busy. And he's going to be here to answer all your questions. If you're not ready, he's just going to pass you by. Please make sure that when you get on that presentation, stay in a place where there's no noise. Shut off the TV. Because the information that you will get from that man, if you get there, it's going to change your life and your family lives. So we prepare them to be there. And 5 minutes before the call, we call them to make sure that they get on. And before we bring them on three-way call with Mark, we call them and find out if they watched the entire video. And we hang up, we get off. So we call this the telephone. We don't send text. We don't send SMS. Because what? People have to feel that energy. There's no energy in the SMS or in the text message. So we teach our team to make calls. We listen, we correct. We listen and we correct. So Mark, as Mark was saying, just become a professional inviter, and to become professional on anything, you just have to practice. Practice when you're not happy. Practice with your wife, practice with your son, practice with your dog. If your dog run away, you know that your invitation is not good. Yeah. But that's basically what we said about the invitation. And basically we get people on that simple text that they just repeat. And it works so fantastic. Like people just gravitate into that and they follow that and they just follow the same process. Because when you ask the question, people say yes.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Okay.
That's awesome.
That's good.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you. Thank you so much. Thank you both so much. Appreciate you.
Yeah, you're welcome, Al. And you know, I encourage you and I encourage everyone to review the trainings. We've got a ton of trainings. We get into a bunch of details. In fact, you know, when I was passing out those invites to the Atlanta event, we had training before that, yeah, in detail. And so remember what Desiree said when he first got started, he watched all the videos before he talked.
I rewatched the videos, Mark, and I'll keep watching the videos.
Right. He watched all the videos, and so he's giving us a clue on what we need to do. Watch all the videos, and especially the training videos. If you're already in the program, you want to watch all those training videos because you don't know what one idea could change your life. Could just be one idea that you hear and you implement, and it could change your life. All right, so let me do this because we're getting a little lengthy. I want to just bring on one or two leaders now just to share their thoughts. And I'm going to go to Giovanni Wade, and he was down in the Atlanta event, and he qualified as a junior champion. He's very close to getting the car. Congratulations, sir. And if you're there, go ahead and say hello and let us know where you're calling in from.
Hey, Mark, can you see and hear me?
I do. Welcome to the call.
Well, thank you so much, Mark. Again, you always do an excellent job. Your leadership is just, I tell you, it's high rank. You're #1 and above. Desire, great job as always. I remember meeting you. We sat down at McDonald's. You gave an awesome training to me. Carlos, Alan, all you others. And for everyone who's here, whether you're here for the first time or leader or not, yes, it was a great trip down in Atlanta. I enjoyed the time I had with you, both Mark and Ben. Excellent time, great time. We grew together. Ladies, I was talking to Mark earlier today, and some of you may be on the call tonight because I'm starting to go down the list, right, of the persons that were here. Now, when I first got started in this opportunity, you know, my goal and shared with Mark was to help with the calls, you know, get on the calls every Monday and Wednesday and do calls. And, you know, ladies and gentlemen, life happens. And the reason I'm telling this, because for many of you who are here, life is happening. So right now, I currently have over 100 some odd people here. But here's the thing. Many people did not get the training that Desire showed tonight. Many people who came on board, came on with a curiosity, came on, let me see how this is going to work. Many of you came on saying, I'm going to, you know, the person who brought me here, I'm going to follow that person. But that person probably gave up. That person probably didn't see the dream. That person is not seeing what Desire is saying. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here not to help ourselves. We're here to help those around us. You know, I did a presentation once and I shared with people, you know, there's two ways to get an automobile, right? You can do the normal way. You can go to a dealership, right? You can let them pull your credit. They can find out your credit isn't sufficient. So they're going to ask you for a very large down payment. Then before you leave, you have to get tax and tags. You have to get insurance. And when you walk away, the car is depreciating, and yet you're walking away with a $300, $400, $700 car note plus insurance. Well, we do something totally different here, ladies and gentlemen. We don't pull your credit. We don't pull, there's no insurance. All you're doing is sharing with others. As we keep saying, we're helping people with one of the largest expenses in their life, a car note, car insurance. And I've gotten together now and I decided to tell my team, you know, our team is now called the Awesome Success Team. I'm putting in your head that Desire is saying to the team members, you're an awesome success team. You have 3 goals: cash, car, and wealth. I shared with Mark earlier. What is cash? Well, cash is when you join first and foremost, because it starts with you. What is cash? 3 people, $275. That's the first thing you want to go after, that cash. What's your second cash? You want your 3 people to have their 3 and their 7 for 20 each. 3 times 20 brings you $300 in cash. What's the next thing? You want to double that 60 into 120, and now you have a car. It's the basics, ladies and gentlemen. As Desire is saying, Mark's saying, Carlos is saying, establish a relationship with just your voice. Because once you go to talk to someone, guess what's happening? You are now what I call the SME. You are the subject matter expert. Watch the videos, come to the calls, get the training, become the subject matter expert, do those four steps, join, $275 with 3, $300 with 60. And ladies and gentlemen, from that point, you're going to get the automobile. The goal is to help you become the leader you want to be. Keep coming to the calls, keep watching. We had a great time in Atlanta. I'm having a great time with this great training. And I thank you, Desire, Mark, Carlos, all the others. And those of you on this call, you become the SME, the subject matter expert, and share from your heart with others of what you can do with them. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. And yes, it's great, ladies and gentlemen, to be a junior champion, but it's more so to be a champion 10 and look out, because we're all on our way. Thank you, Mark, for your time.
All right, appreciate it, appreciate it. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, a couple of things. It's time to get plugged in to the trainings. Now, of course, you know that MyCarClub has got a YouTube channel. You need to get a hold of that link. The trainings that I do are on a Vimeo channel. You need to get a hold of that. We want to make sure that we do our due diligence. We want to make sure that we get all the training we can, and so that we can move forward. And even more so, we want to make sure that our team members are plugged in. You know, relationship is all about communication. So are you communicating with your team members on a regular basis? Are you reminding them about the calls? Are you reminding them about the trainings? Are you making sure that they know that the compensation plan has been enhanced and that we've got this new residual? We want to make sure that we're communicating on a regular basis. I think what we're going to do here is I'm going to take just one other leader, give them an opportunity to speak, and then we're going to end the call. Just give me 1 second here, and let's see here. All right, and all right, so awesome call, man. A great team. I want to bring on Coach Reg. I'm going to give Coach Reg an opportunity to say hello to everyone. And Coach Reg, if you would, go ahead and say hello and let us know where you're calling in from. Hopefully you're in a place where you can talk right now. And Coach Reg, are you there? All right, all right. Oh, okay. Oh, are you able to unmute yourself? Let's see. You can't unmute yourself. 1 second.
I'm sick. Okay, I am now. Hello,
There you
everyone.
go.
I'm in my car. I've actually got my mom with me, and she's got dementia, so she might blurt out something, but hopefully you can all hear me clearly. Hey, I am just so excited. I was able to meet Desire in Atlanta and hang out with all of you, and it was a phenomenal time, you guys. Next time we have an event, make sure you're there. The numbers are growing. This company is phenomenal. The new money they put on is just amazing. So make sure you let your team know that, and a lot of the people who have not paid their membership may come back. I would like to say that Lisa Vogel with her company is the School of Prosperity Acquisition Alliance, and she's on the call with us. You may not know that she's there because she signed up with her school name, but I'd love for Lisa to be able to say a couple words because she's a phenomenal leader as well. And since my mom's talking in the background, I'll go ahead and turn my time over to her. But great to see everybody. I appreciate and love all of you.
All right, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. And hello, Mom. All right, so we're going to finish off with Liza. And Liza, I'm going to unmute you, give you an opportunity to say hello if you would. Let everyone know where you're calling in from. And let's see if we can get Liza.
Hi there.
Hello,
Good
how are you?
evening. Hey, Mark, do you hear anything in the background here?
No, very faint,
Listen,
very faint.
Listen,
For an entire year, so you're going to save money. You're going to get.
do you hear it?
I hear it now, yes.
Every night I play your presentation every single night.
All
So
right.
the best of all, the best of all. Great training tonight. Very, very wonderful. Desiree touching my heart. I'm in it for the poverty thing all the way. Absolutely. We're changing people's lives. We're going to change the world. The Car Club has nothing's ever excited me as much as this Car Club. It is going to pave the way for us to take everybody for the ride out of poverty, right out of poverty. I love it. I love it more than anything I've ever done. I've been doing this for a long time, over 40 years. So I appreciate you coming in and expressing those things, because that is the core of success right there. It is understanding the needs of other people and helping them achieve. And if you don't do that, you never really get to win. It's your success always lies in the success of other people, not what you do yourself. You know, I'm not successful unless I help all my people have success. Then I've done something. So I appreciate you all very, very much. And I'm just thrilled, and I've never been happier in my whole life. I've been, you know, this industry is a struggle bus. I call it the MLM roller coaster. You know, the M goes up and down and up and down, and then that L in the middle goes way down. That's when the company shuts the door and leaves you high and dry after you just invested a lot of money and travel and hotel rooms to do meetings, and you built a little income, and then dang, just when things were getting good, they close the doors on you, and you're back going, well, you know what? It's still the best thing to do. It beats getting a job, and it beats owning companies. I'll tell you that too. I don't like liability. You know, liability and employees, that's a problem. I like MLM. I don't have any of those headaches. I just go out there and help people. So I'm back on the M, going back up again, back up and down, trying to find the thing that's going to work, you know, and the company's always going away on me. So I just know that the Car Club is here forever. This is going to be the game changer for everyone. How fast you can get to $10,000. The thing about it is, it's not just even how fast, it's how few people are necessary in order to reach it. I've never seen a plan where you could actually achieve $10,000 with only 600 people. That's phenomenal in itself right there. You know, and the fact that you get a car early on instead of after years of struggling, trying to find people to keep buying the same thing so you can finally get a car, you know. Mary Kay got nothing on us. There are going to be more MyCarClub emblems running around all over the country and the world than Mary Kay ever thought about putting pink Cadillacs out there. So I'm over the top, excited, thrilled, honored, blessed. I'm just thanking God and praying for all of the staff of MyCarClub for their health and well-being. We need them to keep this going for us, and their intelligence and their integrity. That team of people beats anything I've ever seen in any company ever before. And I've known some really good people, some very, very intelligent, smart guys running some companies. But that team right there, hands down, beats anything I've ever worked with. And I know where we're going. I see their vision, and we really have not even begun to see what these guys are going to be putting out here for us. This is just a little bitty piece of the tip of the ice. It's just not even, we don't have a clue. I got an idea that these guys are going much bigger, better places. People need to be building their teams now so that you already have that platform of people when the big stuff comes down the way, because you'll already be qualified on day one. You'll be qualified already. You got your team in place. It's going to be awesome. Awesome. We're all very blessed. Must be chosen people. That's what I figure. We're all chosen to be able to be here right now and know what we know. Chosen people, each and every one of us. So, I got goosebumps. Just think, somebody said that's God bumps, but I just got them all over because it's true. It is true. So I'm excited, Mark. I'm excited, and I'm excited to be working with you again, and all of you. We're gonna have a great, great life ahead of us and help a lot of people get out of the struggle buses. Yeah. Thanks for having me. Thanks, everybody. Good to be here with you. And I got to go do my live Q&A now when you finish talking over here on this other computer.
All right. Awesome.
Anyway, good to be here with you. Thank you, Mark. Thanks for all you do. Thank you all for all the good work and the training, because this is what the people need that've never done anything like this. Those of us that have been around, we don't know or understand the nature of this business and what it takes, the mindset that's necessary, and getting that self-confidence, getting over their fear. Yeah, but we got it hands down because this thing just solves problems. So awesome. Thank you, Mark. God bless.
All right. Thank you, Liza. All right. All right. Well, thank you, everyone, for taking time out. Awesome training. This is being recorded, and it will be published probably in the morning after it has rendered, and you'll be able to see it inside of the Facebook groups and the Facebook chat. Thank you, everyone who shared, everyone who was on this call and on the previous call. And thank you, Desiree, man. We really appreciate you, man. So we're rooting for you. Go ahead and get that champion 100, sir, and to help your team members do the same. And we will all be celebrating together. So thank you so much. Do you have any closing words before we finish out?
I just want to say to anyone, please just keep it simple, have fun, and go out there and love the people and help them. Because if you don't love people, you cannot help them. But I can tell you that we have it, we heard it here, we know exactly what is to come. And this is going to create a lot of freedom around the world. And beside all, we are all part of this team. We're all part of the foundation of the company. So I'm open to help anyone. I don't have a team. I'm part of a company. So I don't know what they call my team. And this is what I teach my leaders. I said, we don't have a team. Because the word said, go out and help people. It didn't say, go out and help people who look like you. Go out and help people who are part of your downline. Go out and help people who are part of, no. We're here to build this and help people. So whatever I can do, please just call. Because one more family that we're gonna help is a plus for all of us. One more car we're gonna put out there is gonna be a plus for all of us. One more 1,500, 4,000, 10,000 is gonna be a plus for all of us. So basically, please feel free. And this is why we're in this game, is to help people, create an army of people who decided to go out there and change the world. And I believe that all of us, we are doing it because it's already happening. And it's just gonna go bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Thank you so much, Mark. Back to you, sir.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
So Mark,
Desiree.
can I ask one more question to Desiree or to you? I just wanted to have some clarity. to find out if Desiree is only plugging into your calls, or is he having any calls, team calls?
Yeah.
That-
Lady V, we're doing a French presentation every day, twice a day, because I speak French. That's my first language. And I was talking with Shredder, so we're going to put that on a corporate calendar. And
Okay.
we also have French training. We also have a presentation that's going on with Dr. Eugene in Creole. We also have, we start doing some presentation in Swahili, people who speak native languages. So basically we build in all the ways. So it doesn't really matter. I think that all this is gonna go on the corporate calendar.
Okay, but basically your English presentations are through with Mark, right?
No, why should I do an English presentation when Mark is there?
I know that's right. I know that's right. But you know, some people, I'm just asking because some people have private calls, so you know.
Besides,
And
the video is doing a fantastic job. We just use the video to leverage the presentation, but for people to see the testimony live, we bring them on the call so they can experience it live. But basically, we use the video. Mark video is short, it's simple, it's straight to the point. When people get out of it, basically, it's just to get them in the system.
And I just want to agree with you that picking up the phone is the best thing. People want to hear your energy. They want to feel your belief, you know, because, you know, those text messages, emails, I don't even respond to them. I get them 10 or 20 a day. And I don't even respond to it because I feel like if a person don't feel it, if it's not important enough to them for them to pick up the phone and call me, it's not that important to me. I don't feel like it's that urgent. It doesn't pique my interest, in other words. So I just want to reiterate that picking up the phone is the best thing to do. People have to get away from, you know, this, it's no personality on SMS, on texting and email. Yes, it works for, it got you, yes, but that's probably one in a million. You know what I'm saying? So it just, when people know you and you, like they said, they feel like special when you pick up the phone and call them, you will get their interest much, much faster just by picking up the phone. So I just want to leave with that, okay? And you guys have a wonderful evening, everybody. Thank you for getting on this training because you're in the right place at the right time. And that's not a cliche.
All right. Thank you so much, Lady B. And thank you everyone for joining us, all of our speakers, especially Desiree, and everyone have a great evening. We'll be back again tomorrow night for our regular overview. That'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. And also 3 p.m. is the UK overview as well. So 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. the very same link. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great evening. Goodbye for now.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, sir.
Great job.